Welcome to the Prega Podcast,
Hello.
episode like 1.5 or something. Cause
1.5, because yesterday did shit it out a bunch. Because we were on freaking Discord.
we were shitted.
It shitted and farted and peed.
We have been shitted. How are you
Mm,
doing?
thanks to our sponsors at MeUndies. Just kidding. Just kidding. Anyway, Devin, how are you?
I don't know, Jake. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm playing Balloon Tower Defense right now on my computer.
That's
It's,
that's actually pretty sick.
it's actually pretty epic.
Not gonna lie. Actually,
Okay,
pretty
so
cool.
question I asked yesterday that we never got to because of our difficulties was do you think that YouTube has fixed its algorithm in the past year, that it's been messed up, or do you think it's like, you think it's just it's shitty? It's still shitty.
What algorithm?
You know, so you know how like YouTube would
Oh,
scan,
YouTube.
yeah.
Um, you mean like Adpocalypse and
Yeah,
stuff?
like the adpocalypse and stuff. Do you think it's been fixed, or do you think like
It
it's still worse?
it has not been fixed. Like the thing with the 10 minutes, that still, if it's under 10 minutes it doesn't get any ads on it. Um
Yeah, I can. Yeah, every video I release, I don't get ads on it because either A, I'm not partnered with Maker anymore, or B, I'm
We had
not
40
partnered with
bullets.
anybody, so I
oh,
don't get ads. By the way, if anybody gets popular enough to get signed by a company, like the Mr. Amazing channel did, don't sign with Maker because Maker is bunch of poop,
a bunch of little stinkers.
bunch of freaking tits. That's what they are. Oh shit.
Big ol' bag of it's just ran by one
Also, I don't like how
main tit.
Twitch I don't like how Twitch is like, if it's not a sponsored person, they take all the AdSense. I feel like some of it should go to the person who's doing it if they have views on their thing.
Yeah.
If
Also, the thing with YouTube, um I hate how they demonetize stuff for like just swearing and stuff and like adult content. Like YouTube even has like adult, or they have YouTube Kids, like a specific platform they've made for kids.
Yeah, well, of course they want it, but of course YouTube Kids doesn't make them the same amount of AdSense, or the same amount of money that YouTube as a platform does, because no kid's gonna go like, I want to go watch Fairly Odd Parents on YouTube Kids.
Yeah,
They're just gonna download YouTube.
it's just taking the you out of YouTube. They're controlling.
Well,
They're
I mean, they're trying to be more like a dead medium of entertainment that's on its way out, and it's honestly just making them seem like idiots. Oh my, Rubber Ninja's on Twitch right now, leveling up with Holly. Good for them.
oh, he's taking all of our viewers.
Taking all of our viewers, our non-viewers. Dude, I feel like I'm freaking Ethan. I feel like we're doing great right now. Actually, let me see how many viewers we have.
Probably none.
Dude, I bet we have a ton. What are you talking about? We pro Yeah, I literally just like I I put it out right as we were starting it. So, do you have any topics you want to talk about? Uh,
Hold,
so um E3, what a bunch of poop that was this year.
all right, hey,
Uh,
bud. Oh, we got two whole viewers. Look at
two
that.
whole viewers. Hello.
Hello, stinkers.
I think one of them is me.
Well,
Maybe.
at least we got a viewer.
At least we have one viewer. Anyway, E3. What a bunch of poopy that was this year. Fallout 76, more like Fallout.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah.
West Virgin.
Take me
Something.
home.
Ma-
Where I
ma-
belong.
mom, mama.
Where I belong.
I
West
belong.
Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Mountain
Country
Mama.
Road. Mountain Home.
Mountain. Home.
Mountains. Mountains are pretty.
Mountain.
Mountains are cool. Mountains do a lot for our world. Everybody, make sure not to destroy your nearest local mountain, please.
Sometimes I just want to fuck a mountain. No.
That was a funny bit right there. Oh my.
They
Man,
make
I'm
me
starting
so
to see how hard
horny.
it is to actually do a podcast. It's like you forget. I mean, oh my god, I wonder how it must be so hard. Well, I mean, H3 probably has like 5,000 people making scripts for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like fucking but imagine how hard it is just to do it like normally. Holy shit. Especially for your well, I mean, everybody's first thing is always going to be bad. Like my first track was probably really shitty and
Yeah.
my first YouTube video was probably really shitty. Everything's going to be every first thing's probably really bad. But like, oh my god, imagine having to do this like every day for some people to get monetization and money from it. It's honestly crazy.
My first YouTube video was a video of me smoking a Cheeto. That's
My first YouTube video was me discussing how I'm going to be uploading daily gaming content. It was epic, honestly. I don't know why I didn't go through with the schedule.
Enrique, I
Dude.
have no clue what this is.
Oh my gosh, Devin, can you explain to me why your Skype says collects rubber duckies?
Oh. I
Can
think
you explain that to me?
in like 7th grade, in like 7th grade I was talking with a bunch of my friends and we were like looking up our names on Urban Dictionary. And I looked up my name on Urban Dictionary, and one of the first things was it said Devin, or a girl who lives to collect rubber duckies. I was like, damn,
Dude,
I have never been.
I'm gonna look up what Jake means on Urban Dictionary.
I've never felt this. I've never felt more personified.
Oh my. So summer's pretty good so far. I honestly, dude, I realized that my username hasn't changed for like years.
Oh my
So
god.
we have viewers. We have a total of 4 viewers. It's not that bad. I'm not gonna lie. Usually when I stream on Twitch, I have like maybe 5 viewers each stream because it's either me staying on to make sure I'm monitoring my stuff or something else. By the way, guys, go check out my friend's channel, Mr. Amazing. It's really he does a lot of cool stuff there, and I help him with some stuff too. And go check out my stuff. I have a summer EP going out. Anyway, speaking of summer, how has your summer been so far? Devin is odd.
Well, the first day of summer, I went to see the new Incredibles movie, and
Mhm.
I was gonna go with like 3 of my friends, and I got there like a half an hour early because I wanted to get tickets early, and it almost sold out that day. Um, and I got there and I was sitting there for like 5 minutes. So I was like, okay. And then like 20 more minutes passed, and I was like, why? And I went and got my tickets, and I sat for another 10 minutes. Um, the movie was gonna start at like 1:30. Um, and I went into it at like 4:30 or 1:40. I went into it at 1:40 when
Oh,
none of my friends showed up. So I went and watched the new Incredibles movie by myself.
so I found Jake on Urban Dictionary. So Jake's is the top definition, and it means cops, narcs, FBI, or anyone who can arrest. And in slang terms, it means, yo, keep an eye out for the Jakes, for you have to do time. Uh,
Dang.
the, the the second one backs this up by saying can be in both singular and plural forms in order to describe the police. Words of wisdom from Nas. Try to rise up. Keep an eye out for Jake's. Jake Shorty, one love. Nas, one love. Okay.
It's pretty savage.
Oh, Jake, not describing the police is Jake is a very fun and outgoing guy. He has a smile that will brighten anyone's day and eyes that always have the girls looking twice. Ooh, he's a kind, sweet, trustworthy, caring, cute, caring, smart, loving person that will always be there for you. Sounds like me. But don't take his kindness and sweetness as a weakness. If you ever dare touch his girl or anyone in his family, he would be the first guy to beat a fool up. Jake has a lot of female friends, but his girls always comes before them. Wait, it just said. Oh, okay,
That's
never mind. If
that's
you
you,
ever get
man.
this is me in a nutshell. If you ever get the chance to be with the Jake, take it, take it, and never let him go.
The
Because if
Jake.
you do, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Yeah, that must be a Jake. Just look at his smile.
Yeah, Enrique, I'm talking to Jake Paul right now.
Yeah, my name is yeah, the real Bay dude. My real name, not even a joke, is Jake Paul Seawa. It's not even a joke. I wish it was. And then the rest of okay, like all of the Urban Dictionary, like it's either A talking about the cops or it's B talking about how cute a Jake is. And I'm not even joking. I'm gonna look up your name on the Urban Dictionary, Devin.
Oh, Enrique, we used to play Minecraft split screen. Yeah, we, me and so the guy in the chat is one of my
Mm-hmm.
friends from school.
Hello, Enrique.
We've been going to school together since like first grade, I think. We went to the same private Christian school for 5 years, and then we both stopped going there, and we started going to the same middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And um, I think it was either in like fourth or fifth grade. I would go over to his house, and we made this like giant Minecraft PvP map thing, and we would on his Xbox, and we'd play split screen Minecraft PvP, and it would be the most fun thing ever. And I would record it on like my Nintendo 3DS.
Heck yes. I do that all the time.
I think we I went over to his house for um
I used to record my Xbox with an iPad.
I went over to his house for the Super Bowl the year that the Seahawks won,
Oh hell yeah, dude.
and every time the commercials came on, um, we would we would quickly like switch it over to his Xbox, and we'd play Minecraft until the commercials were over, and then we'd go back to the Super Bowl.
Oh, so okay, so I looked up your name on Urban Dictionary, and let me just tell you, yours does not have anything to do with the cops, but it is a gentleman of the highest class, who is handsome and knows how to have fun. With a personality brighter than any star, he respects anyone and everyone. Devin is an awe-inspiring pianist, composer, writer, and reader. At times, he can be very shy, and doesn't know how perfectly imperfect he is. He likes a good book. You can't ever get him out of your head. And then here's another one that says Devin to have rigorous passion and endless sexual appetite. And then it says he was so Devin. He went all night long. And it doesn't it doesn't even underline like the part where it says your name. It underlines the part where it says went all night long.
I thought you said Devin is an awe-inspiring penis.
You ooh. I wish I had an awe-inspiring penis.
Well, I know I do.
I, gosh darn it, world. Frickin' oh, we have 8 viewers now. Hello. How are
Hello.
you all?
One,
Oh, I gotta turn this down.
whenever I whip my dick out. It just
Oh.
anyone in the vicinity.
Oh shit! I should probably host your stream so we can get more viewers.
Heck yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make sure to advertise it on my Snapchat. Probably more people will go there. Um, it was whenever we heard someone scream, mostly your mother. Oh. Hey, Jacob Garfield, you're. I'm not gay.
I'm
You're.
not gay.
I'm not gay. Stop
Dude,
assuming, please.
stop.
Pr-
Stop.
Pride Month
Now.
is over. Pride Month is over. Get out of here. Right. I'm gonna make sure
Pride
to.
Pride Month is a safe zone. So now that it's not Pride Month, I can now mow over any gays that I see.
It is true. You can.
You know who really inspires me?
Who?
Millie Bobby Brown. Her Snapchats are just God, man. I have never felt more connected to someone.
I've never. I've never felt more connected to you. My, that just like was full static. Honestly, I was kind of nervous at first, but now I'm not really nervous anymore. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's kind of just like,
I was kind of
hey, let's.
I was just nervous because how the first stream went.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, we're gonna mess up somehow. Hey, let's do a funny segue joke. Hey, Devin, look, I found this in the hallway. It's a segue. Jump on my back. Ah. So
Okay. Whoa.
s- yeah, now we're here. Okay, so speaking, okay, going back to E3. Okay, what were your thoughts on any E3 panel that you saw?
I really don't give a shit about E3.
Mm,
The only
okay,
the only convention that I really care about
VidCon,
is no PAX because I can
PAX.
actually
Oh,
is because
yeah,
I can actually go to it.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been to PAX with my friend Mr. Amazing. I mean with my fuck, not with my friend Mr. Amazing. I've been to PAX with some of my friends. I've been to VidCon with the featured creators pass for upcoming YouTubers.
And
I didn't get to go backstage. I was just like I was with the featured creator.
ooh,
So anyway, my thoughts on E3 because I watched all of the E3 panels because I'm a huge big fat gangweed gamer nerd. Um, was so Fallout 76 I'm not really hyped for. It's just like it's I don't
well, it's
they're
online, isn't it?
yeah, like I like the steps they're taking towards online. I mean the online thing isn't really a good or bad thing. It's just that like the way they'll perform it, if it's terrible, will make the game just terrible. And they're mostly evolving it around online. Like I get how they're trying to make online a thing, but I would say, hey, stick to your guns by making it just, a role playing game. I mean, you already changed the fact that it's not a role playing game anymore. You've changed it to um, basically just an action shooter with some role playing elements. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is cool. But when they introduced the fucking you could use nukes anywhere, that's when I kind of got turned off to it.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
that's
that's just fucking retarded.
yeah. I didn't. I was following Fallout 76 for a little bit, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever, online Fallout, that'd be cool. I didn't
hmm
really think. I'm not a giant Fallout fan because I've never really played Fallout
I'm
before.
I'm a huge Fallout fan. Like I think I started around Fallout New Vegas in sixth grade.
Yeah, I really like the concept of Fallout, and I think it's a
Oh
really
yeah, it's
cool
a great
game.
concept.
I've just never really been able to play it because I've never had like a console to play it on.
Oh, if you know what, I'm making another custom PC. I should give you my old one
What
because right now I'm on my laptop. But I could when I make my new custom PC, I should definitely give you my old one.
what is the specs on your old PC, Jake?
I think it's like 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's a 770 um, graphics card with an i5 Intel. I think it's just like a two-core fan.
Ooh.
Nothing that special, but it can run Fallout and game like Fortnite stuff like that. It's all right PC, but I got an i7 processor. I got a better fan. I got a better graphics card. I've been saving up for this for a long time because it's that PC's just getting kind of hard to manage, and I'd rather just like update to a really good PC. Anyway, back to E3.
No,
I
no,
just
no,
I
no,
just
no. I want to talk about my PC. It's not even PC. It's a
oh
laptop.
well, let's talk
Um,
about your laptop.
yeah. So the specs on my laptop, it's got a Intel Core. It's I don't even know what the graphics card is. It has
You should be
um,
able to see it.
it has a no. It's some like weird Intel thing that it's just a bunch of letters and numbers. Um, the what? Oh, it's got a 2 gigahertz motherboard. Um, yeah. Oh,
Wow,
4 gigs of RAM.
that's epic. That's epic.
Pretty nice. It can actually run a lot of stuff, which I'm really surprised how it can. It can run up to like Borderlands 2 is the
Oh.
most it can handle.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
it's not bad, but I'm trying to save up for a like actual PC that can
Well, of course, yeah. Actual PCs are nice.
I can I've tried to stream games before. It if I do like really
Low.
low like non-demanding games, then it
Yeah,
works.
I stream League. I stream League sometimes on like my laptop if I'm away, but like the the killer for me is that I just have where I live is I just have terrible Wi-Fi. So I have to run a cord from my upstairs PC down to my downstairs router. And my router is like one of those like Black Hawk gaming routers that's like it's beefed up and shit and it has antennas on the outside of it so it can like get a farther reach of like connection or whatever. But like it just doesn't really work that well upstairs, so I have to like run a cord down to the thing. That's why I don't stream much, honestly. I need to get like my own designated router.
Yeah, that's I don't, the podcast works fine because I
Well,
don't.
yeah, you're not running anything.
Yeah, because I'm not running anything and my Wi-Fi is fine. But sometimes my I'll just be sitting there and my Wi-Fi will just cut out. Like
Hmm.
nothing will happen, but it's just me that my Wi-Fi cuts out. Like it'll cut out and I'll go to my router, and it'll say my Wi-Fi is on. And I'll be like, "Fuck, okay," and I'll come back and I'll open like Task Manager and I'll look at my Wi-Fi and there'll be nothing there. I'm like, what's happening? So I go back
Yeah.
to my router and it's still okay, and I come back and then my Wi-Fi is fine again. And
Well, that's
but
good.
but that happened to it happens to no one else in my house. Like the
Really?
yeah, the TV would still be on, the phones would still be working. Um, my my parents on their whatever that they'd still be working. I don't know what it is.
Mm. Yeah, I can go live from my PC. I have like the operating and like the software recorder for the streams, you know. I have that. It's just that I let somebody borrow it and it's an Elgato, right? So it's like you can plug it in your Xbox and you can HDMI
Yeah,
stream it
yeah.
to your yeah, so I let somebody borrow it and I don't know how, but they broke it and I'm like, okay.
How do you break it?
I have no it just came back in the HDMI cord or just the HDMI like metal part, the end part just snapped inside of it, and it like half the plastic was off. I'm like, okay, how did this happen? I got really frustrated and upset. I'm like, okay, I have to now save up a bunch more money again, and I got sad.
Oh, Will, in Enrique, if you're still watching,
We still we have 7 viewers.
yeah, he probably is. Enrique took my Enrique. I gave my Game Boy Advance, which was my first gaming system. I gave it
Mhm.
to him because I lost my charger for it, and
Right.
I was talking to him about it. It was like, oh, I have a Game Boy charger. I was like, oh, cool. Could you charge it for me? And it was like, yeah.
Did he break the cable off into the Game Boy?
No, this was I think in fifth grade, which was fourth grade, which was 5 years
When
ago. That was.
when we still when we I think when we still went to the harbor to the harbor church
Yeah.
for Troop 299. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That
Anyway,
was memories.
hold on.
Oh, Devin.
Okay, I muted my mic so the streamer recording didn't hear it. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So, I gave him my Game Boy, and he charged it, and like, I don't know, a few weeks later, I was like, "Okay, did you charge my Game Boy?" He was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I charged it." I was like, "Can I have it back?" And he's like, "I lost it." It was like, the fuck.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
So, five years, I still don't have my Game Boy.
Yeah, I mean, man, I think like the first thing I ever got as like a gaming thing was my DS. And
Yeah.
so you know how you like clean the screen if it got dirty? So my mom took out my dog, like our big dog out, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna clean the screen of my DS. It's really dirty." I just go to the sink and I bust out my DS. And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna clean it now." And so I I turn the running water on, and then of course it starts filling with water. And my mom came in and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm cleaning the DS." Surprisingly, the DS didn't like stop working. It just had like a little air bubble in it where the water was, or just like a little pocket with the water. And so yeah, it just still worked.
um, so I got the Game Boy when I was in like first grade, and then I got uh, I got my DSi when I was 7, which
Oh
was
yeah, I
my
love my DSi. I still
which,
have it.
yeah, me too. Which was my fucking life.
Yeah,
I
I bring my DSi to camp.
my first game on my DSi was Pokemon Black. Um, I'd played um I'd played Pokemon Red on my Game Boy before. Um, but I wasn't really interested in it because how little I was. Um, but Pokemon Black, just oh my god, I loved that game so much. I still love it. Sometimes I'll just play it for fun, and I don't know, I can't describe it.
Pokemon Gold is my favorite. I think about of all the Pokemons. I don't know why it's just like my favorite. But speaking,
No,
yeah,
you didn't let me
speaking.
finish. Didn't let me finish.
I'm
Stupid monkey.
not a monkey.
Yes, you are.
No,
Yes.
I'm a dog. Well, Ruffle. Get it? Hey, we have 10 view. No, I heard that. Take it back. Take it back.
No.
Uh, I'll I'll forgive you this once. We have 10 viewers. Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
big boy.
I Either my friends or half mine, half yours, probably. I don't know.
Um.
Maybe they're all ours. You're all my friends.
Oh, so in fifth grade, I took my 3DS, to school, and
Hmm.
it like fell out of my pocket during recess, and I didn't realize it fell out. Um, and I thought I got home and I just lost it, so I didn't really like worry about it. I'd look for it occasionally, but when I wasn't playing with that, I'd just play with like my Legos or like my Hot Wheels or something. Which are lit. I still have like a 10-pound box of Hot Wheels.
Did you? So you lost your DS?
Yeah, and then like a month after that, my mom comes home and she's like, "Hey, guess what I found?" I was like, "What?" "I found your DS. Some kid brought." My mom worked at the school I used to go to, and she brought it up to me and she was like, "Some kid brought it in during recess," and I was like, "Oh, cool." So I turn it on and the top screen doesn't work, and I was like, "Well, shit." So I
That sucks.
I because Washington, it probably got rained on like 50 times. So I went and put it in like a thing of rice, and I turned it back on, and it like flashed both of the screens for a second, and then the top one turned off again. I was like,
Dang it.
well, that really sucks. It's
Yeah,
really
my
stupid. And then
just dumb.
I turned it back off again, and I tried to turn it back on, and then both the screens would just flash, and it just wouldn't work. So I don't know. I just put it to the side until like it for like 2 years or something, and at at one point I was like, okay, I'll look at it. So I unscrewed the back and the top, and I looked at it, and the battery actually leaked
Oh
like
my.
into the
Oh
top
my.
screen. The battery leaked into the top screen, and I was like, that's why.
Oh my god.
So
That's terrible.
so then
How did he
my
how did it manage to leak into the
I
screen?
don't know, but there was a line of just battery acid up to the top screen.
Jesus.
But that's not the end of it. So my dumbass was like, okay, I'll just leave this here. So I put my 3DS with a leaking battery. I just set it on my desk, and I left. And when I came back, I picked it up, and I was like, oh, there's my desk is just wet. So I wiped it off, and now I have this giant hole in my desk because battery acid burned through it.
Oh my god. Wait, how old were you when this happened?
This I think I was 12.
Okay. I'll give you a pass for that. Cause I mean, I knew what battery
That was,
acid was when I was 12, but I probably wouldn't have known that it had that bad of side effects.
yeah, that was 3 years ago. I don't really.
Mm, naughty boy.
Very naughty.
Yeah, and then after like I had a speaking of my DS, I had a water so I still had that water pocket in my DS, and so I kept on playing with my DS, but my mom ordered me a new one. I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I played with that for a little while. And then I think when I was 8, cuz I was moving out of Houston when I was 8, I got a DSi XL, and it was because I wanted it so bad. Yeah, here it is right now. 2008. Yep. So I got it and I freaked out and I loved it so much, and then I just like played it the whole time I moved because like when I was 8 I was moving to Washington, so I just like played it the whole time in the car, and I still haven't bought I have a Switch, but I haven't gotten like a new DS. I just have my old DS and I still play it. I bring it to camp too. I think Devin can reassure that I bring it to camp.
Yeah.
I beat Mario last summer.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
I beat Mario, and I was like, I saved the princess.
Oh,
Uh oh. I just did that accent, and we lost 3 viewers. I'm sorry.
when we're talking about camp, it's the we're both in Boy Scouts, and there's Boy
Yeah.
Scouts summer camps.
Yeah.
Was that the camp where you were like, where the my heart is like glue and it stays in the shoe?
Yeah, I can't Merriweather. Yeah. I still don't know how I managed to say that and then pass out. I passed out. I don't know how I
So
passed out.
we were
Like I
all
passed out hard.
like a bunch of people in our troop. We were all in this. There weren't cabins. They didn't have like a front
Adirondacks.
Adirondacks. Yeah, Adirondacks. They're like
They have
cabins.
huge they have a
Little.
huge gaping hole though.
Yeah, they just don't have a front wall on them. But they have like a bunch of uh, beds and stuff in them.
Yeah, a bunch of
And
bunk beds.
and we were all in there, and Jake just out of nowhere was like, "My heart is like glue, and it stays in the shoe." And then
And I
immediately
just
after that,
passed out.
he just passes out.
I am astonished. I mean, it was probably because I was packing my stuff and I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm done now." Cuz it was the day we were leaving camp or it was the night we were leaving. It was our last night. And so I just was packing up all my stuff and it was like really late and I was like, I got to make sure that I got all my stuff back cuz then that means in the morning all I have to do is clean up camp and then I'm good to go. And then I just rambled on and I kept saying things and then I just passed out. I was like, "Okay." I remember it clearly though. Me and you avidly say my catchphrase a lot.
Yeah.
It is a catchphrase of ours now. Well, I think these are going pretty good. Pretty first good podcast of the perfectly pretty good podcast.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. You're gonna go into Adobe and like edit out certain dry areas like the Super Mega Boys do.
Um,
Silly goob.
I'm probably not gonna edit. It's gone pretty well. I'm probably just gonna edit like the
Eh.
first part until I start playing the intro. That's probably all I'm gonna cut out of it.
Right, you probably should edit this out too because we don't want to. Editing is stinky. Editing is stanky.
Stupid. Um. So there's this website that it it has AI write.
Oh, is it like the Google AI thing where they have all those AIs?
No, it like generates inspirational quotes, and
Mm.
I have a bunch of them. I don't know where they went.
What's the website?
It's I don't remember. Oh,
Inspirational quote AI or something?
here we go. Okay, so, I saved some because they were fucking hilarious. Here's one. A cult can be a meeting. It is also a city.
Okay. Oh, I found it. Is it Inspirobot?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna generate one. Let's see.
Surrender your body
If
to
you
the
really need to
orgasm.
be like a woman, remember to wish for it. Okay, guys, remember, if you really need to be like a woman, remember to wish for it. This is so weird. It's like it's like a focused picture of of a guy dirt biking, and then it's just like off in the foreground. This is weird. I don't like this. Don't
What the?
don't transform criminals.
There's a picture of this this like. So the background picture is just this naked lady laying up against a mirror, and it just says, "Come pure."
Food is your best friend reborn. That sounds like a pretty alright one. Doesn't sound too edgy. Alright, let's see.
You can make
Let's
it
see.
so that a collie gets an involuntary or erection.
Okay, here's a good one. We can never change our screaming. We can just change our undressing. So remember, guys, you can never you will never be able to change your
No,
scream.
let's
And
try to
pitch,
make sense of that. Like, what does that?
well, obviously it says that your screaming will never be able to change either in pitch or in tone or in, you just won't be able to change. Just like you will never be able to change, but you can always change
Yeah,
your undressing.
yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so I hope you all understood that.
unless you haven't gone through like puberty yet, then you can
Yeah,
do the pitch and variable.
then you will change.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you will never change. So
never.
get fucking used to it. Okay, I'm gonna get another one. Open your hearts to victims. Don't surrender to financial elite. Oh, this has been active since 2015.
Dang.
This is okay. This one's weird. Don't stop. Just seek medical attention. What? I mean, that's good advice, but like, that's not inspirational.
Surrender your body to the orgasm.
Ooh, is that actually one?
Yeah. And it's just a guy standing in a field of corn.
If you can be a jerk about her, you can spread her.
What?
Think positive. It's never too late. That's a pretty all right one.
Losing your virginity is exactly like surgery.
Is that oh my god.
And it's just a picture of like 4 skyscrapers.
Well, I mean, the skyscrapers obviously mean penis, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and surgery is acknowledging that the tool that the skyscraper, aka the penis, is the tool that yeah, that takes away the virginity.
Exactly.
That
That is
exactly.
that is why. That's why.
Oh, this is a big one. Only when you learn to laugh at your own knowledge will you actually discover the fools.
That must.
That
If,
doesn't make any
if
sense.
losing your virginity is exactly like surgery, I must have a PhD in surgery.
Matt, this is so weird. Devin, where'd you find this?
I don't know. I was watching this YouTube channel, Soot House, and they were.
Oh, Soot House.
You watch
Yeah.
Soot House?
Yeah,
Yes.
I found out a lot of people recently have watched like things that I just started watching when I was young. I'm like, you guys watch Soot House too? Yeah, they're
A lot of
pretty good.
people have seen the me thing.
Or the furry one.
Yeah, yeah.
They made fun of my fandom. I'm mad.
They did this thing where I think it's on online. AI written Harry Potter.
Oh. Oh, is that oh, wait, so they read an AI
They fed AI like every Harry Potter book, 8 Harry Potter books, and it wrote a chapter of Harry Potter.
Oh.
And it's called let's see,
I'm gonna send this one to you.
Harry Potter in the portrait of what looked like a very large pile of ash.
Uh-oh, that's bad. Wait, hold on. So I found one. I asked it to make me one. And so here you go. Porn stars of planet Earth unite. That's a good one. Work plus reproduction. Don't admire your enemy's ideas. Just shut up and dance.
Alright, I'm gonna turn my stream to my desktop, so if you're just listening, I'm gonna look.
Well, we lost quite a bit of viewers. I think we had like 11 live viewers, maybe 12.
Alright. I'm gonna take off my windscreen and my phone pad. Chapter 13. The Handsome One.
Oh, send me it. Send me it. I want to see this. I want to.
No. Just watch it on the stream.
Oh.
The castle grounds snarled with a wave of magically magnified wind. The sky outside was a great black ceiling, which was
Oh my
full
gosh.
of blood. The only sounds drifting from Hagrid's hut were the disdainful shrieks of his own furniture.
Ooh.
Magic. It was something that Harry Potter thought was very good. Leathery sheets of rain lashed at Harry's ghost as he walked across the grounds toward the castle. Ron was standing there and doing a kind of frenzied tap dance. He saw Harry and immediately began to eat Hermione's family.
Ooh. Yummy. Oh Jesus, that scared me.
Ron's Ron shirt was just as bad as Ron himself. If you two can't clump happily, I'm going to get aggressive, confessed the reasonable Hermione. What about Ron magic? Offered Ron to Harry. Ron was a loud, slow, and soft bird.
Did the AI make Ron seem like a retard?
Yeah, they also made him a loud, slow, and soft bird.
Well,
This just represents how much they changed the movies from the books, you know?
yeah, I mean, it's true. In the movie, he is a loud, soft bird.
Harry did not like to think about birds. Death Eaters are on top of the castle, Ron bleated, quivering. Ron was going to be Spider.
Oh my. He was gonna do it.
Let me read that again. All right. Ron was going to be spiders.
No,
I do not want to be spiders.
I do not want to be.
He just was. They really want to reassure you that Ron was going to be spiders.
Oh, I thought you were saying he's going to eat spiders.
No, Ron was going to be spiders.
Yummy. Wait, so he was a bird, now he was going to be a spider.
He's going to be spiders.
Well,
Yes.
it's true. How 8 different directors. This is simplifying how 8 different directors took held of the Harry Potter movies, and how much they changed Harry Potter. No?
He wasn't proud of that, but it was going to be hard not to have spiders all over his body after all is said and done. Look, said Hermione. Obviously there are loads of Death Eaters in the castle. Let's listen in on their meetings. Aren't they Dementors? Not Death Eaters.
Yeah. Wait, no. Wait, as in like the. Yeah, I think they're Dementors. I don't know. I haven't read Harry Potter in a long time.
Yeah. Death Eater. They eat your. Yeah, they eat your death, so you don't die.
Yeah, after they eat you, they eat your
No,
soul, which
no,
contains death traces.
they eat your soul, so you can't die.
I'm sorry. I got a little too into it. My bad.
The 3 complete friends zapped onto the landing outside. The door to the castle roof. They almost legged it. But witches are not climbing. Ron
Shoot.
looked at the doorknob, and then looked at Hermione with a scarring pain. I
My
think it's
God.
closed, he noticed. Locked, said Mr. Staircase.
Mr.
This-
Staircase, don't get involved.
The shabby-robed ghost. They looked at the door, screaming about how closed it was, and asking it to be replaced with a small warp. The password was Beef Woman.
Oh
cried.
my. How absurd. I'm gonna have to deduct points from that.
Harry, Ron, and Hermione quietly stood behind a circle of Death Eaters who looked bad. I think it's okay if you like me, said one of the Death Eaters. Thank you very much, replied the other. The first Death
Hmm.
Eater confidently leaned forward to plant a kiss on his cheek.
Wait, whose cheek? Whose?
One of the Death Eaters on another one.
Oh my.
Death Eaters aren't evil at all. They just want to. They, they just want to love one another. But Harry and his gang are keep going like expecto patronum, bitch.
And then they
They're
killed the
killing them.
Death
They're
Eaters.
keeping them apart. They just want to be happy.
They just want to love each other.
Yeah.
What the fucking society, dude? I fucking hate it, man.
Oh, well done, said the second as his friend stepped back again. All the other Death Eaters clapped politely. Then they all took a few minutes to go over the plan to get rid of Harry's magic.
No.
Dang, this took a plot twist.
The plot twist.
Harry could tell that Voldemort was standing right behind him. He felt a great overreaction. He felt an overreaction.
Wait, he felt a great overreaction. You
Harry tore his eyes from his head and threw them into the forest.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, you know what? Voldemort, you know how easily I can beat you? I can beat you without even looking at you. And you know
Dude.
how I'm not going to put over a blindfold because
That would be making too much of a statement without making it correctly.
Yeah. So I'm going to and he didn't just throw them on the ground. No. He threw them into the forest.
I mean, that's what every reasonable young man does.
Voldemort raised his eyebrows at Harry, who could not see anything at the moment. Gee, at the moment, so later he's gonna be able to see again.
Well, I mean, duh. Harry's a magician.
Is he gonna be like Mrs. Potato?
He just get his eyes back.
He's gonna be like Mrs. Potato Head in Toy Story 3 and be able to see Andy.
He will be Mr. Potato.
Yeah. Voldemort, you are being a very bad and mean wizard, Harry savagely said. Hermione nodded encouragingly. The tall Death Eater was wearing a shirt that said, Hermione has forgotten how to dance.
No.
So Hermione dipped his face in mud.
At least she dipped it kindly in the mud. Didn't just like smother it in mud.
Yeah,
just like
she
dipped.
didn't slam it in mud. She just picked him up and just dabbed him in.
I forget you.
Ron threw a wand at Voldemort, and everyone applauded. He didn't cast a spell or anything. He just threw his wand at Voldemort's face.
I mean, what else would you do? Wands are useless without, the owner not being a bumbling retard.
Ron smiled. Ron reached for his wand slowly. Ron's the handsome one.
Wait a minute. He threw a wand.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he threw his wand. So he was going to pick it back up.
Oh.
Ron's the handsome one, muttered Harry as he reluctantly reached for his. They cast a spell or two, and the jets of green light shot out of the Death Eaters' heads.
Wait.
Ron flinched. Not so handsome now, thought Harry as he dipped Hermione in hot sauce.
Wait a minute. Uh-oh. I think whoever wrote Harry Potter forgot who she was talking about in that chapter, or in that sentence, whatever. Oh, fucking me.
The Death Eaters were dead now, and Harry was hungrier than he had ever been. Wait, is he gonna eat Hermione?
Yum, I hope.
He just dipped her head in hot sauce.
Yummy.
great hall was filled with incredible moaning chandeliers and a
Oh.
large librarian who had decorated the sinks with books about masonry.
Mm-mm.
I don't know about you, but whenever I'm taking a shit, I wanna read about masonry.
I want to read about mason jars.
Mountains of mice exploded. Several long pumpkins fell out of McGonagall. Dumbledore's hair scooted next to Hermione as Dumbledore arrived at school. Does Dumbledore's hair just travel like miles in front of him?
You're forgetting that Dumbledore is the master of all magicry.
All right. The pig of Hufflepuff pulsed like a large bullfrog. Dumbledore smiled at it and placed its hand on its head. You are Hagrid now.
Wait, what happened to Hagrid?
Well, apparently it just doesn't exist now because the
The
pig
pig?
of Hufflepuff is now Hagrid.
Wait, we're the only people who matter. He's never going to get rid of us. Harry, Hermione, and Ron said in chorus. The floor of the castle seemed like a large pile of magic. The Dursleys had never been to the castle, and they were not about to come there. And Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash.
That's
I like-
meta.
I like how they italicized the book.
Yeah.
Harry looked around and then fell down the spiral staircase for the rest of the summer.
How long was the staircase?
I'm Harry Potter. Harry began yelling. The dark arts better be worried. Oh boy. What a great chapter. I really well that's more of a conclusion, really.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining it's like the young little Harry. This is like the not even the big one. Well that was great. That was grand.
That was incredible fucking time.
That was. That truly was.
Oh,
Thank you for that, Devin.
Thank you, Jake, for coming on my podcast.
Oh, well, thank you for having me, kind sir.
You're welcome.
Remember, everybody, go check the description. Go see my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm on SoundCloud. A Young Broccoli. I'm releasing a new summer track. I have 2 songs on my SoundCloud, and they have pretty good views.
Yeah.
And my YouTube is the same. It's Young Broccoli, and yeah. And if you want to go to my hub, my basic hub, where you can find all my stuff, it's my Instagram is JPS_Ginger, and that's where you can find all my stuff. And thank you, Scrim, aka Devin, for having me on the PGP. Pretty good podcast. I had a grand old time.
One last question.
Yeah, what?
Was this podcast pretty good?
You know, I would rate it 8 out of 7, 8 out of 10. You know, pretty good.
That is pretty good.
That's pretty good. So thank you all for coming out here. I hope I see you soon.
All right, see you, big boys. Soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. My outro won't load.
Bye.
Come
Outro,
on.
please load.
Come on, outro. Come
If the
on,
outro
let's
won't load, then I'll just do
outro.
the super mega outro.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.